Hello students, I am your biology lecturer. In the previous class, we discussed about cilia and flagella. We discussed such points like cilia and flagella are the hair-like outgrowths. I already told that while explaining the structure of prokaryotic cell. I mentioned that flagella is a locomotor structure or motility organ. Okay, that's why we can say that cilia and flagella are the hair-like structures or hair-like outgrowths of the cell membrane. Cilia help in the movement of or surrounding fluid. Okay, then the flagella are comparatively longer than the cilia and also responsible for cell movement and locomotion. The prokaryotic flagella structurally different from the eukaryotic flagella. The cilia and flagella having the core material. Yesterday I told that cilia and flagella are having the centrally located core material known as a exonyma. Okay. Here the exonyma which is surrounded by the plasma membrane, then exonyma having many number of microtubule covered with the plasma membrane. All the microtubule present in the cilia, flagella are running parallel to each other. Okay. Now I will explain the structure of internal structure of cilia and flagella. Cilia and flagella both having the internal anatomy same. Okay, and that's why I will explain the diagram firstly, then I will explain, means I will write the points. First we have to draw one circle. Okay, here in the center it consists of a doublet microtubule or central microtubule. Okay, the exonyma usually have the 9 pairs of doublets of radially arranged peripheral microtubule. This circle is nothing but the tiers of flagella and cilia, which consist of doublets of 9 radially arranged peripheral microtubules. Means 9 pair of microtubules you have to draw at the peripheral region. 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pair of doublets of microtubules. Okay. Then a centrally located microtubule. The central microtubule is connected with the central tubule, means in the central also there are 2 tubules. I will draw that with a different color pen. In center also doublets of microtubules. Okay, the central microtubules are covered with the central sheath. Then the central sheath which covers the central microtubules and it is connected with the peripheral microtubules. Just understand the structure. The central microtubule which connect with the peripheral microtubule okay. Then each peripheral microtubules are also connected with each other with the connection It's like this. Okay, totally I can say that the exonyma, which consists of a 9 pair of doublets of radially arranged peripheral microtubule and centrally located microtubule. Such arrangement is known as a 9 plus 2 arrangement. Okay, the central microtubules are connected with the bridge and also enclosed with the sheath. These centrally located microtubules are also connected with the bridge and it is enclosed with the sheath. Okay, the central sheath is connected with the one of the tubule of each peripheral microtubule or peripheral doublets by the protein connection known as a radial spokes. Okay, the peripheral microtubules are also interconnected by the linker protein. Then the flagella and cilia having the centriole like a broad structure called as a basal bodies. Here I already explained the structure, but now I have to label it one. Before going to start that, yesterday I explained the flagella structure with using the bacteria diagram. You can see that a base of the flagella is somewhat larger than the tip. Okay, this basal structure is known as a basal body. Okay, then if you focus on the structure of cilia and flagella arrangement of microtubules. Okay, I will label this one, all the microtubules which covers with, this is a exonyma. Okay, this one is the plasma membrane. These are the peripheral microtubule. Okay, this is the central microtubule. Then the sheath covering for the central microtubule, that is central sheath. Okay, then a connection to the central sheath is a radial spokes. Okay, then each peripheral microtubules are connected with each other with known as a internal double bridge, internal or linker. Okay, this is the structure of exonyma. Okay, now I will write the points. The exonyma usually has usually has 9 pair of doublets. You can see here. Okay, 9 pair of doublets radially arranged peripheral microtubule, radially arranged peripheral microtubule, and two centrally located microtubule. This is the tubulin protein present in the microtubule. Okay, then such arrangement like means doublets and the two central located arrangement is known as a such arrangement is known as 9+2 array. Remember this one, this is very important, students. Then the central microtubules are connected by the bridge which is covered with a sheath known as a central sheath. Okay, the central sheath connect with the one of the tubule, central sheath connect with peripheral microtubule by radial spokes. Radial spokes, remember this one. Then next one, the peripheral doublets are also interconnected by the linker. The all 9 peripheral doublet microtubule are also interconnected by linker, interconnected by linker. Okay, this is the structure of flagella and cilia, exonyma. This is very important for the 3 marks or 5 marks. You have to remember the points like what is radial spokes, what is linker, what is the 9+2 arrangement. Many times the 9+2 arrangement explanation came for the 5 marks questions. Okay, this is all about flagella and cilia. After this we have to discuss about another cell structure, that is the centriosome and the centrioles. Another important one thing I forget to mention, that there are 2 types of flagella. You can see 2 types of flagella. Okay, there are whiplash flagella in whiplash and tinsel flagella. Okay, I will draw here. The flagella structure is like this. Okay, in another case, this is the point of origin of flagella. Okay, means this flagella, whiplash flagella, is also known as naked or smooth flagella. Okay, the tinsel flagella is having the hair-like structures at the lateral sides. I will write here, you can get that. Whiplash this is extra P. Whiplash in the sense when the lateral hair-like structure is absent, surface of flagella is smooth. Okay, then second thing, tinsel flagella is when the flagella bears lateral hair-like structures, exactly opposite to the whiplash. When flagella bears lateral hair-like structures known as plumers. Okay, usually cilia and flagella, cilia and flagella are similar in structure, but some differences we can see. Differences may observe. Okay, this is all about the types of flagella. Okay, next we can move to the another cell component, that is cell organelle, that is centrosome and centriole. Centrosomes and the centrioles. Okay, centrosome was discovered by the Benton and Boveri, named as centrosome. Centrosome is absent in almost all the plants. I will write it first thing. Centrosome is a organelle usually contains two cylindrical structures called centriole. Centrosome is an organelle, it's like this. which contains two cylindrical structures or the rod shaped structures known as a centrioles. Centrosome ಒಳಗಡೆ centrioles ಇರ್ತವೆ. Usually two centrioles are present in one centrosome. Centrioles are the cylindrical bodies are formed by the 9 fibrillar units having the tubulin protein. Okay, I will write here centrioles are the granular cylindrical bodies and are formed of 9 fibrillar units having tubulin protein. Okay, each fibrillar units are the not a single units, they are contains the triplets. I will write first a 9 fibrillar unit which each fibrillar units is a triplet, means 3 tubulin proteins are present in a one fibrillar unit, means 9 into 3, totally 27 tubulin proteins are present. Okay, the two adjacent triplets are also linked, means I will write it first, sorry, I will draw the diagram, then you can easily understand that it is actually similar like the cilia and flagella. I already draw the structure. Okay, it is usually cylindrical which contains 9 fibrillar units. One fibrillar unit, wait, I will change the color of the pen. One fibrillar unit, second fibrillar unit, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, 7, 8, 9, okay. Then if you take this cross section of this one, means each 9 fibrillar units consist of the again triplets, means the structure is actually like this, which consist of triplets like this. Okay, each fibrillar units or triplets are also linked with each other. The central part of the centriole is the hub. It connects with the peripheral fibrillar by the spokes made up of protein. Centrally, there is a presence of another protein known as a hub. Okay, this is the hub which connect with the peripheral proteins or tubulin proteins known as by the spokes. Like in case of flagella and cilia, we discussed that there is a radial spokes. Here we can say that is just a spoke. Okay, I explained that 9 fibrillar units, which each fibrillar units is a triplet. Okay, then two adjacent triplets are also linked. The central part of centriole is hub. The central part of the centriole is a hub. It connected with peripheral fibril by spokes made up of protein. Okay, then the centriole gives or centriole forms a spindle apparatus, or the spindle fibers helps during the cell division. That is the function of centriole. I can say that the two centrioles are located just outside of the nucleus and lies at the right angle to the other. Means cytoplasm which surrounds centriole is called as a centrosphere. The centriole or the membraneless elongated structures, they form during the S phase of the cell cycle. That is out of syllabus actually. The centrioles are formed during the S phase of cell division. That is the one phase during the cell division. Means cell ಒಂದರಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ cell division ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. There are 3 phases usually, S phase, G1, G2 like that. The centrioles are formed during the S phase. Okay, I forgot one thing. Centrioles are absent in plant cells. Then in animal cells, centrioles form during cell division. Helps for the formation of spindle fiber necessary for cell division or separation of chromosome. Okay, this is the function of centrioles. Centrioles are formed in the animal cell only during the cell division, which forms the spindle fibers. The fibers are very necessary for separation of chromosomes. Okay, this is all about the structure of centriole or centrosome. Centrosome is an organelle which consists of the centrioles, and function of the centriole already I told that, which helps in the cell division for the formation of spindle fibers, which is necessary for separation of chromosome. In this class we discuss about cilia and flagella, axonema structure and centrioles or the centrosome. In the next class we will discuss another important cell organelle, that is the nucleus. We already completed almost all the cell organelle except nucleus. Okay, the nucleus we will discuss in the next class. We will continue in next class. Thank you.